What's up, guys? So I'm still stuck in my hotel room. I'm not doing an intro to this video. I'm just gonna get into it. So I'm just doing a zombie makeup, another zombie makeup on my friend Nick. You know Nick from a lot of my other videos where I've done a lot of makeups on him, but he's back with a beard, and I thought, hey, I'll put a zombie brow on you. It'll be a quick, easy makeup. And here it goes. So I'm gluing a ripped out eye on him right now. This ripped out eye I had for like a year. It was sort of pre-painted already and ready to go. I needed to use it, and I thought, you know what, it'd be cool to have a zombie with some eye trauma. So boom, there you go. We got a zombie with a ripped out eye. So I am actually laying down. I'm using Telesys 5. Once again, Telesys 5 is a silicone adhesive. You can use silicone adhesive with foam latex. In fact, I think it works awesomely. So why not? Even though I love Prosthetics, I'm using Telesys 5 just because Telesys 5 a little bit easier to come off when you use your makeup removers, but it holds just as strong, maybe even stronger than Prosthetics. I'm using my Delium Tools brushes to glue this down. That's my 125 square glue brush. Pretty nice glue brush. This is a relatively easy, quick makeup too, guys. It's nothing spectacular. It's just a brow. I'm just throwing this thing down as quick as possible. This makeup was really quick, and because he has a beard, I'm not painting a lot of his face. Just lining it up, trying to line up this thing with the anatomy as best as possible. Even after I put this eye thing on there, it looked a little funny and funky, but I think I got it on okay. You know, it is a zombie, so if he has eye trauma and one eye is lower than the other, then maybe he just got eye trauma and it broke his eye socket and moved down, or maybe he's just deformed. I don't know. It's a zombie. You really can't go wrong. So here I'm using my bent liner brush as a glue brush, and I'm just picking up edges and going up under them. You want to make sure, again, you glue down everything up under this thing, or it'll wrinkle really weird if your zombie makes a weird face and it's not fully glued down. And as you can see right there, the nose piece I had to stretch down to fit his anatomy, to fit his nose. With foam latex, you can stretch it. I stretch foam latex all the time if it doesn't fit. No worries, guys. Stretch it if it doesn't fit. So I'm using my stomper brush right there. I love using the stomper brush to push down prosthetics around the eyes because it's soft. You put a little bit of powder on it. It doesn't stick. It's really nice. And with this makeup, I went with he has a trauma lens in, which is just a bloody lens. I've already put it in there because I knew this makeup was going to be relatively quick, and he wasn't going to have to sit there for hours with this contact in his eye, even though Nick is a champion at this now. He's been doing this for a long time. So I added a couple of pieces to it. So I added the eye, and then I added a wound on top of the head right there. This is just a random wound out of another RBFX collection of wounds or something like that, or another zombie thing. I wanted to add it because if I was going to do a trauma eye, I wanted him to have trauma on that side of the head, like he got hit with something and it ripped an eye out and scratched his head. So as you can see right here, like I do in all my makeups, I stipple over the edge with a little bit of Prosthetics. So I'm using Prosthetics to stipple over the edge because that's going to blend the prosthetic a little bit better. It's gonna texture it out a little bit, give it a little something to blend in with the skin. So the only underpainting I'm doing in this makeup is just filling in the wound with a little bit of bright red Pax blood. And now I'm going in with a flesh color, and this flesh color is really freaking orange compared to his skin, but I adjust it a little bit because of color theory, guys. What neutralizes orange? No answer? Okay, we'll talk about it later then. So now this is Pax paint, so I'm sealing the prosthetic because with foam latex you must seal it. So I'm sealing it, and I'm just stippling it on and sort of blending it and fading it into his own skin. I'm not trying to go too much onto the skin because Pax sometimes sucks to get off the skin, even though I'm a champion at it. So I don't put too much on his skin, but I do go over his skin just a little bit. So now I'm spattering, so I'm doing a spatter layer. I'm doing a dead flesh spatter layer. I'm using my spatter brush. This spatter brush, that brush right there, that airbrush, was $12, $14 at Harbor Freight. Really cheap, probably the cheapest thing that you can get in makeup. So I'm spattering a couple of different colors. I'm gonna spatter a dead flesh on them. I'm gonna spatter maybe a maroon color. I'm gonna spatter a Bruce purple. And then to later on, I think I'm gonna adjust that that orange tone to the skin with a little bit of blue. I'm just gonna spatter a little bit of like vein blue or something on them. But not yet. First I'm going in with the same colors I always use for zombies, which this is probably either my bruised purple or my liver color from European Body Art. And so what I'm doing is I'm sinking them in. I'm making them look more like a skull. As you can see, I'm sort of enhancing some spots, going in with the wrinkles and everything, drawing, you know, just making them sink in and making them look a little more gaunt. Even though the neck looks terrible right there. I always like to do a little bit of bruisiness into the hairline as well, just to make it look like there's some nasty stuff coming out of his head. And it's working. He's starting to look a little sunken in. He's starting to look a little bit more zombie. It's starting to make some sense. As you can see all around the skin, there's little splotches everywhere. I did that with the airbrush. I just went in, did squiggles all around the skin. And it looks beautiful. Alright, so now I'm going in with my cream colors up under the eye, just putting a red line right up under the eye right there, make his eyes look really irritated, and then I'm going to use a little bit of purple on top and below and just blend it down with the finger brush. The finger brush is perfect for creams around the eyes. That's why I love it. And the finger brush is by Delium Tools. I only use Delium Tools brushes because they're so freaking amazing. And of course, I work for Delium Tools. Alrighty, and I put a little bit of it in his ears, a little bit of the cream colors in his nose, around his mouth. And so now I'm spattering some other colors just to blend everything together. I want them to look, I want everything to be, you know, it looks like it goes together, it blends together. So as you can see, I adjusted a little bit of that orange and I spattered some blue on top of it. It makes him look a little bit more gray, but perfect, that's what I want. And I just added a little bit of blood around his eyes into these eye socket. And I'm spraying a little bit of water on it. This is the Thomas Serpentnaut's gel blood, the Thomas Serpentnaut's nasty, disgusting, dark gel blood that I like to use, and it's water soluble, so I just squirt a little bit of water and it runs down his face and everything. It looks pretty cool. I just happen to like it. I dig it. It's easy to work with. And then around the mouth right here, I used some Fleet Street. This is a little bit of Fleet Street drying blood. This is the dark drying blood. This is PPI's Fleet Street drying blood. I love it. It stays shiny, looks fresh. I wanted him to look like he just feasted on something, just bit somebody, and he's just dripping blood out of his mouth and out of his beard. I thought it would look really cool to have that. I don't really do a lot of zombies that I've just eaten, so I thought, why not? I'll just do this one. So he's looking pretty zombie-like. It's looking okay. So now I'm adding a little bit of gloss to his wounds. I didn't want to add too much shine to this zombie, so I added just to his wounds. And there he is. Check him out. You know, his teeth are stained with some frosting dyes, some nasty frosting dyes, so maybe like a brown or a black. And that is it. He has that one trauma lens in. It makes him look all freaky and scary. I love it. His teeth are all nasty, stained up. Ooh. Nice. I really love the beard. I don't do a lot of zombies with beards. And that is the final look, guys. You know what? I'm sorry if I missed anything. Again, I'm stuck in a hotel room trying to get these things done, trying to get it where you can watch it. This is a simple zombie makeup, nothing too crazy. Remember, if you have any questions, I know these are super fast videos. If you have any questions, you can ask away. I'll try to get to it. I'll try to answer all your questions. But until next time, guys, make sure you subscribe, tell all your friends, and we'll all be happy and we'll all have a good time, right? Am I right, guys? All right. Well, I'll catch you later. Bye.